about to make a play. Pull the chains, tell them get about the way.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 30 days, let's go.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian McCaffrey, 71 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right. Even. 4 down.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
I got it. Single. You just watch 88 over there.
Go.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Lock it. Ready, go.
Now back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Undercrush.
Watch the shift.
61. Matchbox, right or big. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Gurley. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Silver. Mike 8.
On play action, they'll throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Mike 8. You're ready. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Bang, general, fast. Bang, dog. Check 43.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Kirk, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Ready. Squeeze, get in there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Big hold of the 30, and all the way up to the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On first down, it's Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And
he tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
the Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. My game. Some got man.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here's Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They run. It's Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Falcons send out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Falcons send out their punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
Let happen.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. A big play there from McCaffrey. 42 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ja'Kai Polite in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
45, Mike, 45. Watch the pass.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
I'm coming. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Nice 7. Let's go. Yes. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Watch the run. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Get in the weight room. Get ready. Go.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Shift.
Check 52.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Falcons.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And able to rip off. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, look through. Team's fifth. Buzz, time go hard.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Red, 60 outlaw. Let's go. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Go.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the Cardinals' 11-yard line.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
H3, 218, chopper. Mike 8.
Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
A loss of 3 yards. It's been down.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Check 31, check 3. Begin. General, flash.
2nd and 13. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. McCaffrey. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, tighten down. There you go. 59's Mike. 59's Mike.
2nd and 4. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
They'll look to throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Gurley. And a solid run down inside the 30. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Complete to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play. Brings up
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll look to throw, sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Go, go, go. Box track. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Ready to go.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And a catch made by Hopkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Here's McCaffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Switch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. A huge play there in overtime. 44 yards. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might have
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one caught by Isabella. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Looking to throw. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. Little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Arizona, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.